Okay. I just got to MGE. I'm very proud. And it's fucking funny because just when I say, oh, I'm not gonna do weekly CSGO anymore, now I got to MGE, which is like I never got to this rank ever before. So that's cool, I guess. But I want to document my settings and other things of my setup currently, so I can compare it to my future self. I'll probably D-rank in 1 week, but whatever. Got the MGE by using this not sensitivity, resolution, 1200 by 768. It's okay. Basically, there's two most popular resolution in CS:GO is 4:3 and 16:9. I use a resolution in between, like oh, uh, 4:3 is actually 12:9, and 16:9, 16:9 plus 12:9 divided by 2 is 14:9. So this resolution is 14:9. It's in between the two res, in between 16:9 and 4:3, in between. It's stretched. I don't play black bars. Should look like disgusting. Like, it doesn't matter which resolution. I'm always gonna play stretch no matter what, or like native, right? I don't want black bars. My HUD edge, I don't know, man. Before I have them like super tucked in to look at my mini map and shit, and it's quite handy, but like it doesn't matter if you have good teammates. It just kind of clutter your screen. So like either I have them at like this, or I have them at the edge. But whatever works, man. I usually have them here. Like this doesn't really matter. This thingy doesn't really matter. But alright, that's my resolution. My settings, my video settings are like this. Everything is low, like literally everything, even fucking texture filtering. I only have multi-sampling enabled. I have 4. Yeah. Audio, I have it at 100%. If it's too loud, then I can just, adjust the volume on my headset. This is at 50. Some people use it like at 100. I don't know how you can fucking hear like that, but usually 40 to 50 should be better. So you can still hear everything and you can still talk to your teammate. Everything under here is off, like 0%. I don't know why people have that shit on. Like, that shit is just annoying. Like, really annoying. Plus, like, if you do something like weekly CSGO or something, in the last 10 seconds, just like, I'll ruin your clips. If you do something like me. I have enabled developer console on because I actually use consoles. There's one thing I want to show you guys buying something like I don't use Q because I use 1 2 1 2 3. Like I use like if I kill a guy, like let's say I kill a guy, right? Then I use 1 1 3 1 3 1 3 to cycle through my op. So I don't use Q. So you should bind if you don't use Q. If you do use Q, whatever. But if you don't use Q, then you bind Q with R underscore clear decals. And every time you like shoot a guy and his blood goes on the on the wall or something and you can't see anything behind him, then you just press Q and everything like bullet decals and blood is cleaned up. It's also useful in deathmatch. Like everything just look like a fucking bloodbath after a while. So just use Q, get your habit pressing Q more. Like every time I just keep pressing Q, but it's a good habit because it makes like everything as clear as possible, right? As clean as possible. So the most contrast between your enemy and the wall, the faster reaction time is gonna be. Down here is HUD scale. I don't really I don't really care about HUD scale. I mean, I could use this or I could use the highest. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Usually it was 0.9, so I can actually see the chat because I use such a low resolution. But I mean, anything would do. HUD color red. Some people use white. I don't know why. Shit looks like shit. I just love red. Red looks fucking amazing. Some people use this. I don't know why. And I have it at 0. Simple. Show on the radar bottom of the screen. This I don't know. It depends. I mean, I can use show avatars. I can use just show play accounts, but usually I just use just show play accounts to call out like the last guy, or like, oh, let's say there's 3 terrorists, right? And I saw 2 of them in B apps. Then I would say, oh, 2 B apps care mid, last should be mid. Alright, so I know the last guy should hang around mid or something, because they need to play with each other, right? They need to be close, they need to trade. So last guy should be mid. If I look down here and there's 3 pictures, I can still do the same, but it's just like, I don't know. I just use just show play accounts. It really doesn't matter. This thing doesn't really matter. I use both, I guess. I switch between them. Doesn't really matter. Mute play ping sound. I don't know what player ping sound is. I never heard player ping sound, but mute enemy team. Yes, you have to mute enemy team. Text filtering, no, because sometimes like normal words get blocked. I don't know why, but yeah. Mute all but friends. No, don't use this. You have to hear your teammates, even if they're not their friends. You have to hear for info. Hide avatar images. Show all, or hide all, or whatever. Clean player names. No, because like sometimes the joy of playing matchmaking is going up a guy's name like Barack Obama or some shit. So yeah, I don't use clean player names, and if they're toxic, I have them muted, so it doesn't matter. I just have this no. I don't care about this, but I do have this off. Smooth? No. I just want to get to the next guy as fast as possible. Every time I watch a demo or like record the point of view of the enemy team, it's just like take the camera half a second to get the next guy, but the next guy already killed. You know what I mean? So I have it off. Good graffiti, yes. I don't know why people still have this. Like, no, don't do this. I know what is this, but I have it at no. I don't want to delay my sniper rifle. What the fuck? I don't know what is it. Like I don't even know, but whatever. View model. Here's my view model. Right there. I pasted it in the description. Slow. Always show inventory. Yes. Don't fucking use crosshair position. Don't. You'll ruin like years of fucking muscle memory. Buy menu numbers. Ignored, because every time I buy something, I still cycle my weapons in the background. So every time I press like B and then 1, 2, 3, I goes into pistol, and then 2 is like dual Beretta. It's like, what the fuck? Why do I have a fucking duelist? Like, what is this? What the fuck? But something even worse is like, let's say I press 3, 1. 3, 1 is a Mac 10. I wasted 1K. I could have gotten 8s. You know what I mean? So yeah, I cycle my weapons 1, 2, 3, and I buy with my mouse. I don't use 1, 2, 3 to buy weapons. I use my mouse like this. I buy AK, buy nades, buy a Tech 9. It's just muscle memory, you know, just muscle memory at this point. I just use my mouse. That's why I have this ignored, so I don't accidentally buy a fucking op when we're equaling or some shit. Last weapon or radio tap doesn't really fucking matter, because I don't use radio weapon tap. HUD size? Radar, I don't fucking know, man. I don't care. You can have it as big as small as you want, but I have it as normal, because I usually talk with my team. You should too. You should also talk with your team. Sometimes I have this thing all the way at the edge. Sometimes I have it at E. But usually I have it at E. I don't know. Depends. Doesn't really matter. These things doesn't really matter. But I want to show everything. I want to show absolutely everything. My crosshair right now is length 3, thickness 0, like set as 0. Gap -2. I used to use -1, but now I use -2. I don't know why. I just like this more. It just feels more precise. You know. I don't know why. Now moving on to my stunts. mouse sensitivity 2.22. Some people, okay, before you actually copy my sensitivity, you need to understand I use myaw 0.018. What is myaw? Well, myaw is your movement side to side. If you set it at 0.022, which is the default value, then you move side to side a lot. Like you move side to side a lot. But if you have it lower, it moves side to side less. See? Move side to side less. How can this be useful? Well, I set it at a low value. So let's say I want, okay, let's say my first sensitivity is 1000. Now I want to move up and down more, but still keep the sensitivity side to side. Then you increase your sensitivity to, like, let's say something 1200, but then you decrease the myaw. So side to side it still feels like 1000, but up and down it's faster because it's using 1200. Up and down still 1200, but side to side is 1000. If you understand me, right? So moving up and down is easier. But if you want to use myaw lower, then default is this. If you want to use something lower, then you have to increase your sensitivity by, like, let's say, like, if it's like 4-digit down, like from 22 to 18, 4-digit down, then you should increase it by like 30% or something like that. Just an experiment, and it'll get some time to get used to, but this is very useful every time. Let's say you want to flick up, it's very easy to flick up, like let's say down here, boom, all the way down up here, right? So it's very useful, at least to me. I don't know other people use it or not, but let's say you hold an angle low like this, and some guy peeks like up here, boom, boom, you know, super easy. So even though my sensitivity is 500 times 2.22, it's more like, instead of 1200, it's more like 1000 or like 900, something like that. The high 900s or like the low 1000, something like that. Side to side, up and down is different. Zoom sensitivity, I use it 1.11 because usually my sniper rifle feels a little bit slow, so I increase it a bit. Raw input, yes. This is one of my proudest achievement that I use. Nades, flashbang Z, smoke X, Molotov C, decoys V. Because the higher you go, MG1, MG2, MGE, the more you talk with your team, the more you communicate. So radio commands become fucking useless unless you have a bot on your team. But that is unlikely. So even if there's a bot on your team, you can always say, hey, Lynch, can you hold the bot? And he hold it for you, right? But me personally, I use these 4 buttons for nades. Like, let's say there's 2 A main and you need to pull out a fucking Molotov immediately, right? But it's just like, how the fuck am I gonna pull out a Molotov if like I have to press 4 3 times, right? Let's just say this. Let's say this. SV G fuck. Right, let's say there's 3 A main, right? And you want to pull out your molly, right? Then you have to press 4 3 times. You have to press 4 3 times, but now with the nades bind to the keys, you can just press C. You know what I mean? Just kill this guy, and we get money. They're all dead? What the fuck? Then why isn't reset? What the fuck? Whatever. But yeah, You just press C, pull out the nade immediately. Those half a second can save you a lot of time. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Some people still some people still use mic, like I don't know, like J or like K or something like that. I don't know why they still do that. I bind it as mouse 5, which is the buttons on the side of the mouse. If your mouse have buttons on the side, you should use that. So you press the side of your mouse because it doesn't fucking matter that much because you're still gripping your mouse, right? This is CSGO. You have to grip your mouse. So moving your thumb a bit to press mouse 5 and talk is a lot easier than stop moving and then you have to press like K or something. So yeah, I think that's all I have. Y'all and everything, yeah. Fuck, man. Alright. Yeah.